those who embezzled more than 100 taels from the relief funds should all be killed.
However, there are too many corrupt officials. We can't kill that many of them at once. And there aren't enough officials to replace them either. As we impose sanctions, we should also recruit more new talent. I believe that in terms of appointing new officials, Your Majesty is the best judge of that.
Prime Minister Li, you have raised a good daughter. In regards to recruiting and reappointing officials, I'll leave that task to you.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Prime Minister Li, why didn't you bring Li Wei-young to me in the first place? I could then spare my people from suffering sooner. Li Minfeng, do you still claim that Li Wei-young stole you and your sister's plan?
No, Your Majesty. I have made a mistake.
You claim that Li Wei-young has deceived me. However, in my eyes, you are the ones who have deceived me. Guards, drag them away to the dungeons to await my final verdict.
Please forgive me. Please forgive us, Your Majesty. It's her. She is the one who misled me into believing her. I know nothing of her motive.
What are you talking about?
Your Majesty, I was just too eager to atone for my mistakes. So I misunderstood Wei Young when she came up with a plan. I never meant to deceive you.
Exactly. Your Majesty, this is surely just a misunderstanding. Father, please beg His Majesty. Please beg him for mercy.
Li Minfeng, you executed the plan on your own authority. Could that be a misunderstanding?
Father, Li Minfeng might have done wrong, but please do give him a lighter sentence. For the sake of Prime Minister's merits.
Your Majesty, my brother carried out the plan on the Qiyun family's lands, in hope of helping the victims. The Qiyun army is known to be strictly disciplined. The soldiers obey no one other than General Qiyun. It's said that the Qiyun army assisted Your Majesty in conquering the world. Therefore, the Qiyun army is held in great respect. It's indeed unexpected that people would ride against the Qiyun army. I am guilty for not having stopped my brother in time.
The Qiyun army. My army is now just known as the Qiyun army. The Qiyun family carried out unauthorized orders in my name. How atrocious of them! Since I'm reforming the official system, I might as well discipline Prime Minister Li's son for him. Li Minfeng, you may be spared from death, but not punishment. You're relieved of your post from now on. You're to be caned 100 times in public. We shall see if other officials will dare defy the law. Li Chang'le, since you're so fond of copying others' work, I will have you copy the disaster relief strategy 100 times. Prime Minister Li, do you have any problem with that?
Your Majesty is wise. I've let Your Majesty down in indulging my son. Please punish me.
How could I not award and punish fairly? Li Minfeng ran wild. You are to be held responsible. Fortunately, you have educated Li Wei-young very well. That counts as redeeming your faults. Get up.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Drag the three of them out.
Move.
Your Majesty!
Li Wei-young, I have to reward you handsomely. However, you are still too young to be given an honorary title. I shall reward you with gold and silver.
Second young mistress, that is a generous reward. Shouldn't you accept it and thank His Majesty?
I thank Your Majesty for the reward. However, when I think of victims who are still suffering in distressed areas, I can't bear to accept the reward. If Your Majesty permits it, I wish to humbly offer this entire reward as a donation to the homeless victim.
You deserve to be rewarded for having such a kind soul. However, I must stay true to my word. You have to accept this reward. In addition, I now bestow upon you the title Lady of District Anping. As for your mother,
Your Majesty, my legal mother is already a first-rank lady of great honor. However, my birth mother has yet to be rewarded.
it's reasonable to extend favor to your mother. I'll make your birth mother a third-rank Lady of Virtue.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Wei Young, are you watching us? From now on, your mother is a third-rank Lady of Virtue. No one can insult her anymore.
Wei Young. Wei Young.
Greetings to Prince of Gaoyang.
You truly impressed me today. When I ran into you in the past, you were always a bit silly and covered in wounds. Little did I know that you could be so brave and intelligent. I mean to compliment you.
Has your highness recovered from your injuries?
You still do care about me. I finally figured out why you're angry at me after I left.
Your highness has overstated. Who am I to be angry at your highness?
I left you a letter and waited in the suburbs for you. Did you not come because you were still mad at me?
What letter?
You didn't get my letter. I see. It's no wonder that you got angry at me. I believe our misunderstanding is now resolved. I didn't leave without saying goodbye. Wei Young. Why do you have to push me away?
The disparity between our identities is destined to keep us miles apart. If you truly wish the best for me, please speak no more.
Chengde, what is the matter with Li Wei Young? She wasn't such a rigid person when we were at the inn. I felt that we could talk about anything. That's the first time I felt that way about a woman. But now, it's difficult even to finish saying a sentence to her.
I think that your highness is the weird one.
Weird? How am I weird?
What are you? Your prime imperial grandson. Who could surpass you in Great Wei? You can pick any lady you want in Great Wei. Why do you have to keep getting snubbed by Miss Wei Young? That's embarrassing.
What are you talking about? Pick any lady I want. It isn't like that at all. I just admire Wei Young, and would like to have her as a friend. Although I'm prime imperial grandson, there aren't many that I can be friends with at ease. That's why I cherish the friendship between me and Wei Young.
I'm afraid it will go unreciprocated.
What did you say?
Think about it. You cherish this friendship, but will Miss Wei Young even care? This might get me killed, but I have to say, in terms of status and power, you're not a match for Princes of Dongping and Nan'an, a lady of such a prestigious family. I apologize.
Wei Young is no such person.
Your Highness, if Miss Wei Young shares a mutual affection with you, how could she possibly reject you? I'd advise you to give it up.
Look at my hand.
Li Chandler. She stole someone's idea. That's her. Some talented lady indeed. Is she not ashamed?
His Highness must despise me now. Would Li Wei Young win him over?
Li Minfeng is narrow-minded, reckless and foolhardy. His way inferior to his father Prime Minister Li.
Why did your Highness still risk annoying His Majesty to plead for him?
If it weren't to win Prime Minister Li over, why would I speak up for that sort of person? Everyone knows that I'm rooting for Prince of Dongping. Interacting with someone like Li Minfeng can throw people off my track.
Little did we expect Li Minfeng to be defeated by a countryside girl.
Countryside girl. That woman might seem ill-mannered, but she's actually very quick-witted and smart. She has numerous clever ideas. It's quite interesting.
Your Highness, look. The Li family's second young mistress.
Miss Wei Young.
Greetings to Prince of Nanan.
I noticed that whenever second young mistress is in danger, you always get help in time to weather the storm. I have to say that is also one of your abilities.
I stand and walk tall in honor, so I'm not worried about being framed.
You hold yourself to such high standards. Aren't you scared of being targeted?
I only know that if I were to compromise, I'd only be bullied by others. I might as well go all out and take them head on. It's hard to tell who will win in the end.
Interesting. Interesting.
I might stand alone and weak. Yet as long as one is determined, even an ant can take down an elephant. Between you and me, this is just the beginning.
Master, you have finally come home. How is it? Why didn't Min Feng and Qianqiao come home with you? What exactly happened?
What happened? It's all your good son's fault. He almost implicated the entire Li family.
Now he has only been relieved of his post, and caned 100 times. His Majesty is already very lenient.
Caned 100 times. Min Feng! How could he survive that?
Master.
Why didn't you talk His Majesty out of it?
Hell.
Ziyang already confessed everything. Min Feng and Qianqiao told her to accuse Wei Young in front of His Majesty.
Do you know what a grave insult that is?
Fortunately, Wei Young has taken Ziyang away to be punished in private.
Your children will end up even worse.
Then, what about Min Feng's career?
Career? What future career can he possibly have? Foolish, ignorant, and reckless.
Considering what happened, he's fortunate enough to be alive.
Master, this is entirely my fault. I failed to discipline my son. However, Min Feng is your only son. You have to help him.
Let's give it some time. I'll try to come up with some plan after this blows over.
Master.
Master!
Have him behave well during this period of time. Should anything go wrong again, I won't save him even if he is my son.
Young master, have some food. You haven't eaten all day.
What food? Get lost! Step out!
Mother, you have to help him.
Mother.
That wretched maid, Ziyang. How dare she not take the blame for her master? I won't let her off easily.
We have to teach Ziyang a lesson. But we mustn't let Li Wei Young off either. If she didn't say that the Qiyun family helped conquer the nation and enraged His Majesty, my brother wouldn't have to suffer such physical pain.
His Majesty has always feared and respected the Qiyun family. Li Wei Young complimented us to make His Majesty feel insecure and get on his nerves. She is really manipulative.
Mother!
Mother, that little wench is so wicked. Look at what she got me into. You have to get back at her for me.
Mother, you have to deal with that Li Wei Young.
You should both behave for some time.
Mother.
I've been so badly humiliated. How am I to put up with it?
What do you have in mind? What could you do?
Won't you help me at all?
Mean Feng, how could I possibly not help you? Both of you are my most precious children. How could I allow others to bully you?
Why won't you teach Li Wei Young a lesson for us?
Li Wei Young has just been appointed Lady of District Anping. She is right in the limelight now. We can only await the right time to strike. You have to put up with whatever you find intolerable now. Bear this in mind. Don't take her head on.
Do you understand? Yes, Mother.
Mean Feng, once you're fully healed, I'll have your father get you restored to your original post.
Mother, I don't need to be restored to my original post. I just want Li Wei Young dead.
Young mistress.
Since you still address me as your young mistress, why would you betray me?
Zi Yang. Do you still have any conscience? Young mistress once saved our lives. How could you harm her? So much for treating you as our sister. You? Zi Yang. I must have been possessed. I've let young mistress down. Baiji, beat me to death. Beat me to death. I won't blame you. Stop being so stubborn. Can't you beg young mistress for forgiveness? Say something. Say something. Speak. Speak.
Forget it, Baiji. Stop hitting her. She's no longer on our side. What's the point in saying anything more? Let's go.
Young mistress, I have one last question for you.
Ask away.
Did you already know that I betrayed you? That was why you wrote down a faulty plan.
Yes. Zi Yang, I've always regarded you as my sister. I've never doubted you. Until that day. I've always been very sensitive to smell since I was little. That day, I caught a whiff of medicinal wine on you. I remember coming across that smell at Li Mean Feng's.
I thought that I was smart. But young mistress already saw through Young mistress even asked, if you have a sweetheart. If you do, she will let you go. But what have you done? You kept her in the dark about your affair with young master, and even worked with them to frame young mistress. Do you know that is a capital crime? Young mistress.
I know that you have to endure much hardship while serving me. You rarely get to have free time each day. I don't wish to blame you for what you did. We were once sisters. I don't wish to see you die. I will beg grandmother on your behalf to let you leave Prime Minister's manor as soon as possible. It's just that from now on, we are no longer sisters.
Young mistress, I have let you down. I was wrong.
Madam Li arrives.
Take Zi Yang away. Have her clubbed to death.
Stop.
Zi Yang is my maid.
I get to decide what to do with her.
Even if you're now the lady of a district, you don't get to voice your opinion in Prime Minister's manor. Take second young mistress back to her room. She might not be able to handle such a bloody scene.
Yes? Madam. Madam, you can't kill me. I'm already carrying eldest young master's child. Grandmother, father, Ziyang might have done wrong, but I hope that you can spare her life for the sake of the child she is carrying.
Ziyang, are you really carrying Min Feng's child?
Yes, old madam.
That jerk.
How could you blame Min Feng? This lowly maid must have seduced Min Feng, so that she could move up the ranks. This isn't the first time such things have happened.
Don't bother saying anything useless. The point is, what are we to do with this matter?
I don't care at all about the child this lowly maid is carrying. It's a disgrace to keep someone like her in our manor. For the sake of Master and Min Feng's reputations, you mustn't be too soft-hearted.
Please have mercy on me, Master! Master! Madam! I'm carrying young Master's child!
Master and old madam shouldn't have to worry about such a trivial matter. Just leave it to me. Anyone? Drag this lowly maid away.
Have some mercy on me, Master. Spare me, Madam. Spare me, Master. Spare me, Madam. I'm carrying young Master's child. Hold it! Father, I succeeded in suggesting a strategy to His Majesty. Does that count as a merit to the Li family?
Indeed, it is. Don't worry. I will reward you well.
What are you trying to say?
I don't need any reward. I just want Ziyang alive, and well so that she can deliver her child safely.
How dare you? Who are you to voice your opinion?
How about me? Do I get to voice my opinion?
I'm sorry, old madam. I have been rude. Do give us a lecture.
It is no lecture. However, Wei Young has every right to voice her opinion in this family. Not to mention that she was made Lady of District Anping by His Majesty. Not even Shangle is granted such an honor. As for Ziyang, she might be from a poor family, but even a beast won't eat its child. How could you take an innocent life? How does your conscience allow it? You might as well discipline your son to stop him from misbehaving.
Old madam.
I'm tired. I'll leave the rest to all of you. Let's not forget that this is the Li family. And who is in charge?
Master.
Anyone there? Take Ziyang back to her room. Without my permission, no one is allowed to lay hands on Ziyang.
Master.
Young mistress. Thank you! Young mistress, Ziyang has moved into young master's Qingyuan quarters. Her wish has finally come true. I hope that they treat her well, for the sake of her child. Young mistress, Ziyang treated you so badly, you not only did not hate her, but even cared for her. It's very tiring and difficult to hold onto hatred.
By the mandate of heaven, this emperor hereby decrees, Li Wei Young rendered meritorious service in offering a good strategy. She relieved me of my worries and my people of suffering. Hence, Li Wei Young is to be titled Lady of District Anping as a reward. By the emperor himself.
Thank you, your majesty.
Please do rise, old madam.
Prime Minister Li, this is bestowed to Miss Li.
No?
I should address her as Lady of District Anping. This is the reward bestowed by His Majesty.
Congratulations, Prime Minister.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wei Young. Well done. You've presented a good solution to His Majesty to save thousands of victims. You're a good child of the Li family.
Li Wei Young is really quite capable. She's now a lady of a district. Wan Chang will also have to greet her formally in the future.
Lady of a district is a rank title. We will have to curtsy to Wei Young from now on.
Wei Young, come quickly to thank Prince of Gaoyang.
Thank you, Prince of Gaoyang.
Get up.
Thank you, Prince of Gaoyang.
If Miss Wei Young shares a mutual affection with you, how could she possibly reject you? I'd advise you to give up.
I'm just here to carry out my duty. Do not stand on ceremony, my lady.
Your Highness, please have some tea. And get some rest in the front hall.
I have to report back. Thank you for the kind invitation. Chengda.
Take care, Your Highness.
Why should I insist if she doesn't feel the same way? I'm just too slow to notice that I've wasted my affection.
Your Highness is referring to Li Wei Young.
Did you not see how she behaved? She's so cold. You're right. It's my wishful thinking.
Your Highness!
Since we don't share the same affection, it's not meant to be.
Your Highness!
Young mistress, tea.
Baiji, Prince of Gaoyang saved me so many times. Not only did I not repay his kindness, but I even treated him so coldly. I really ungrateful.
Others might not know you, but I do. Young mistress cares a lot about Prince of Gaoyang. Just like the disaster relief plan you came up with for his sake. However, His Highness knows nothing about it at all.
That's why I must appear to be very ungrateful to him.
I don't think that. His Highness is such a narrow-minded man. If you truly care about him, just make sure that you speak to him nicely next time.
What on earth am I thinking about?
Young mistress.
You are dismissed now. I need some time alone.
Yes.
If I'd known that I'd be so upset today, I wouldn't have met you then.
You're going to confiscate the gifts bestowed by His Majesty. Is this your own idea? Or has someone told you to do so? It's stated clearly in the imperial decree. These gifts are all bestowed to Wei Young. You don't need me to have that read to you again, do you?
Mother, I do know that. However, Wei Young...
Look at you. I've never worried about how you handle state affairs. Yet, you've spoiled your wife too much. Wei Young is also your daughter. She might be illegitimate, but in my eyes, She isn't outshone by Qianqiao at all. You're simply too biased.
Mother, Qianqiao is the Li family's first daughter. How can Wei Young be compared to her?
But it wasn't Qianqiao who offered His Majesty a solution and got you out of trouble. I know. Qianqiao is the eldest daughter. She is beautiful and smart. Both you and Qiyun Ru have high expectations of her. However, I've always objected to marrying her into the imperial family. First of all, it's because our family serves as His Majesty's subjects. There's no need to play up to the royals. Second, it's Qianqiao. I can tell that she is too arrogant and full of herself. It's hard to say that she won't bring about unneeded trouble. Judging from the current situation and based on their recent maneuvers, the princes are clearly not to be trifled with. We can't be sure that it will turn out well if we meddle with them. Besides, after this incident, Qianqiao's reputation is marred. If you think that a pretty face is enough to make her an empress, you're putting the entire Li family at risk. What is your current position? You have to take every step with caution. You're looking for a candidate among the Emperor's sons. His Majesty might not be totally unaware of that.
Mother, we can surely leave that for later.
However, as for Wei Young,
every word that Wei Young said in the palace is written down in history. Even if you overlook the honor and glory she brought you, you will have to take into account what the historians wrote down. Are we that short of money? Why would you make such a petty move?
All right, Mother. I'll heed your advice on this matter.
Madam, old Madam has already convinced Prime Minister to return all those gifts to second young mistress. Qianqiao, I'll show you something. Bai Ji, bring it here. I thought of you right away when I saw this pair of pearl hairpins. Look at them. We will have one each. How perfect. It's for you. It's so pretty. I'll put it on for you. Here. Bring me a mirror. Such lovely cousins you are. Grandmother, when I saw this, I thought of you right away. I thought of bringing it to you. Here, I'll give you a good scratch.
All right, all right.
Is it nice? Stop it,
you little monkey. You never behave. His Majesty gave it to you. Why would you give it to me?
Old Madam, please accept it. It's a token of second young mistress's affection.
His Majesty bestowed these to you. You have to keep an eye on them. Don't let anyone trick you out of your gifts. Wei Young, you really did a good job this time. But you stood out too much. You might get yourself killed if you aren't careful. Hope not for favors, but only to be free from mistakes. You have to act more cautiously from now on. Understand?
Yes. Grandmother, don't worry. If anyone dares to trick me, I'll whip them.
Silly child. Can whipping resolve any issues? The Emperor can turn heaven into hell by a flick of his finger. You are too bold. How dare you act so cheekily before His Majesty? But you're right to be so filial. Now that your mother is a third-rank lady of virtue, her days will be a lot easier.
Thank you for not blaming me, Grandmother.
All right, go and visit your mother. Your father has allowed her to move into Junlan quarters with you. Her belongings might have already been moved in here. Your mother must be thrilled. Go on. Quickly.
Mother, have more food. We'll be able to have meals together every day from now on.
That's enough food.
By the way, Mother. Bye, Xi. Young mistress. This bangle suits Mother the best. Please keep it.
My good daughter, I know that you did this for my sake. But they will regard you all the more as their enemy now. I don't actually need any of this. I just want you safe and sound.
Mother, you're now a third-rank lady of virtue. I'm the lady of District Anping. They won't dare bully us anymore.
The Qiyun family is not to be underestimated. You should know about Qiyun ruse tricks. Don't go against them again. I'm content to just lead our lives peacefully.
Even if I steer clear of them, would they leave me alone? Not at all. Mother, don't worry. I'll take good care of myself. And I'll keep you safe as well. Mother, let's have dinner. Here, have more food.
That's plenty.
This is top quality calming incense bestowed by His Majesty. Minda told me that third aunt can't sleep well. So I've brought this over especially for you.
This is too valuable. How could I accept it?
Do accept it, third aunt. This is not even worth mentioning, when compared to the times Minda saved my life. Besides, third aunt has always been kind to me. I do know it.
I've always found it strange. Minda is slightly distant and quiet. He usually doesn't talk much about others. But why is he impressed by you? I now understand it. You went through so much hardship. And yet it's rare of you to still remain so sincere at heart. Minda is actually a very earnest child. You're similar in that aspect.
Minda is a kind soul that is hard to come by. Third aunt, what is the matter?
You are dismissed now.
Yes?
Wei Young, someone wishes to see you.
See me.
Come with me.
Ziyang. Ziyang. Young mistress. Why have you become like this? After just a few days at Mean Things.
I brought this upon myself. There is no one to blame but myself.
Young mistress. You've only been with Mean Feng a few days.
How did you get into this state?
I brought this all upon myself.
My maid overheard young master's servants conversing in private. She heard them say young master, often beat and scolded Ziyang. Ziyang spoke a few words in your defense.
And in a fit of anger, young master actually... It is such an outrage.
When I found Ziyang, she was covered with injuries. She had been thrown into a grave and was on her last breath. I saw she was still breathing and considered that she was once your maid. So I secretly brought her back here.
Ziyang.
Have you summoned a physician? Yes. The physician said.
Ziyang, how could you betray young mistress for such a person? You've made a huge mistake. Yes? Retribution. This is my retribution. Young mistress, I really regret it. Madam Li cannot tolerate the existence of the child in my womb. Young master's affections for me were just a pretense. Only now have I realized that in this world, only young mistress, only Bai Ji, only you two treat me sincerely. However, it is too late. Young mistress, in my next life, even if I am a slave, I must make amends to young mistress and be with the two of you. Young mistress, can you forgive me?
I don't blame you. Restore your health first.
All right.
Ziyang!
Ziyang.
Father, you summoned me.
You two go outside. Yes?
Father, what are you?
I don't have a son like you.
What have I done now?
Do you know?
Everyone is now watching you, keeping an eye on our household.
Yet, you have taken another life.
It is just a lowly servant. What is the big fuss? Moreover, she assisted Li Wei Young. Because of her, I fell for the ruse of that girl Li Wei Young. Why should I keep a traitor? She deserved to die.
But she was with child. Your child.
Who knows if it was mine? You've all spawn. Father, you do not have to trouble yourself on this matter. Mother has already taken care of it for me.
Do not think your mother always acts in your best interests. She will be your downfall sooner or later. If something like this happens again, you can leave the Li family. I don't have a son like you. Father, get out! Scram! Vile spawn.
Look at the fish in the water.
You are still upset about Ziyang.
In my opinion, she betrayed your kindness. She brought it upon herself to have such an ending.
She and I had survived life and death situations together. It does not make me happy that she has met with such a tragic end.
Do not be too sad.
Feng. How could you speak to your father like that? Hurry and apologize to him.
Apologize? What wrong have I done? Did you wish for that lowly servant to bear the child in her womb?
That lowly servant ruined my plans. I do not pity her death. There were many methods you could have used. You really shouldn't have done the job yourself.
Seeing that wretch reminded me of how I had fallen by the hands of that girl Li Wei Young.
I only regret not killing her earlier.
Mother, have you dealt with the aftermath for me?
I have already taken care of it. Don't be so reckless from now on. Have I not worried about you enough?
Mother, do not worry. I am father's only son.
Would he really neglect me?
Just you watch. Before long, I will be reinstated. I will still be the glorious young master of the Li family. All right, mother. Do not be angry. I'll walk you back to your quarters.
Did you hear that? It said even beasts do not eat their own young. Li Minfeng would actually murder his own flesh and blood. He is truly worse than scum. But as he said, he is uncle's only son and has the backing of the Qiyun family. It is only a matter of time before he regains his status. I fear he'll once again be the glorious young master of the Li family.
Glorious. He will be glorious one day. However, it will be of glorious ruin and shame.
Madam.
Get up! You must be able to afford the loss. Do not fall into this state.
But all of Ping City now praises Li Wei Young, while they ridicule me. I am too ashamed to be seen in public.
This is all you're capable of. How can I have such a useless daughter?
Mother.
Since you have taken a wrong step, then you must not take any more. There will be countless high officials and noblemen at today's banquet. They are here to congratulate Li Wei Young on becoming Lady of District Anping. If you do not attend, then from this day onward, you will have to watch as she gloats. Can you live with that? Chang'e, if you cannot accept that, then swallow your pride this once. Come. Chang'e, quickly get dressed and ready yourself. I want you to show up at today's banquet, looking dazzling and radiant. It is at times like these that you have to appear all the more glamorous.
Come, madams. Go ahead and drink some tea. These are all high-quality teas. All right. I've heard third young mistress is gentle and virtuous, polite and graceful. Seeing her today, the description sure holds true.
She had boldly taken a stand for her ladyship's sake in front of Crown Princess Consort. And the princes. That breadth of mind and courage are not found in most girls.
Madams, you are too kind. Chan Ru was just doing her duty.
Miss Chang'e, Madam Li.
That is the eldest daughter of the Li family. Seeing her today, she sure is an incomparable beauty.
She is indeed the most beautiful woman in the capital.
Look at her face, so tiny and delicate. What an extraordinary beauty. Let's go take a closer look. Miss Chang'e, you've become even prettier than you were a few days ago.
Yes, you are so lovely that you look like a painting. So unbelievable.
Yes, who could compare to your beauty in this city? Young mistress has won them all over with her beauty. Who would still remember some lady of District Anping now?
A woman's best weapon is not wit, but beauty. Only my daughter, Chang'e, deserves the world's best.
Madam Li, you have raised your daughter well.
Absolutely. It is due to the fine pedigree of the Qiyun family.
I've heard of Miss Chandler's superb skills on the zither.
Is that so? Lee Chandler came to steal the spotlight again.
Mother, I'm going to look for Wei Young.
My lady.
I saved your highness's life. We are even now.
The peach tree budding and tender. Vivid and bright its flowers.
Your highness attends to numerous affairs every day. I did not expect your highness would have the time to tease me.
It is a blessing for a woman to be intelligent, but if she is overly sharp-tongued, then she is no longer adorable.
Your highness need not worry about me.
Miss Wei Young is scarcely afraid of anything. I was rude just now. Please do forgive me.
I do not deserve your highness's apology. The banquet will begin soon. Why don't I lead the way to the main hall?
Are you in such a hurry to get rid of me? What is the matter? I humble myself by being near you. Should you not be delighted?
I am unable to guess at your highness's thoughts. Your highness must find it a bore to converse with me. I shall take my leave now.
I do not find your ladyship boring. On the contrary, I find you to be refreshingly different from anyone I've met. Which is why I find you so interesting.
Wei Young, why are you over here? Everybody is looking for you.
Greetings, your highness.
It is Imperial Guard, Lee. Are you used to your new post?
I was granted a job, so I carry out my duties with dedication. All the guests have arrived. If your highness will allow, I shall take Wei Young there now.
Walk slower, Minda.
Are you familiar with Prince of Nanan? Why were you conversing so happily?
When did you see me conversing happily?
When did I?
However, it's a good thing you came just in time. I was just worrying about how I could get away.
Wei Young, you have to listen carefully to what I say next. Those princes are all highly manipulative. They have no regard for others' lives.
Be careful from now on. Why are you staring at me?
There's something I find strange. You call me Wei Young all the time. It just rolls off your tongue. Have you forgotten I'm your older cousin? Yet ever since I've returned to the manor, I have not heard you address me as cousin. What do you mean by that? Do you look down on me?
That's right. You cause others to worry every day. You have the nerve to tell others to address you as cousin.
The main hall is this way.
I heard this Miss Wei Young grew up in the countryside.
A countryside girl doesn't know any of the arts.
She wouldn't know proper etiquette either.
If I were Prime Minister Lee, I would hide away this illegitimate daughter, so as not to be humiliated in front of others.
Be that as it may, she is now Lady of District Anping. It's said even His Majesty holds her in high esteem.
Lady of District Anping. With no manor of her own, no right of dedication, why is she a lady? His Majesty appeased her only for Prime Minister Lee's sake. She's just a dumb girl. It's right for her not to show up at this kind of event, so as not to become a laughingstock.
Young mistress, they are so rude.
Lady of District Anping has arrived.
That is the Lady of District Anping.
She doesn't look like a countryside girl. Were we mistaken?
She is clearly from an aristocratic family.
Greetings, father.
Don't stand on ceremony. This is my daughter, Wei Young. Wei Young. Greet these two.
Greetings, masters.
Prince of Nanan has arrived.
Don't stand on ceremony.
Greetings, Prince of Nanan. Greetings, Prince of Nanan.
Prince of Dongping has arrived. Prince of Gaoyang has arrived.
Greetings, your highnesses.
How come you two are here?
The Prime Minister's manor is hosting a banquet for Wei Young. How could I not attend such a grand event?
And you?
How can there be no gift on this grand occasion?
Thank you, your highness.
That is Crown Princess Consort's gift. It's good your ladyship likes it.
Thanks to Crown Princess Consort.
Since this is a celebration, why is there no song or dance?
That
was my own idea. There are many flood victims who have been forced from their homes. I truly do not have the heart for song and dance. I hope you will understand, your highnesses. I also made the decision to arrange floating lotus lanterns for praying after the banquet dinner. I hope to turn this banquet into a prayer for flood victims. Would everybody present be willing to participate?
Certainly. That would be nice.
That is a very good idea. Unlike the entertainment I'm tired of, this is a fresh and refined idea. That holds great meaning. Your ladyship certainly is exceptionally thoughtful.
Here you go.
Your Highness. Has Chandler disappointed Your Highness?
Disappointed. Are you referring to the disaster relief plan?
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I really didn't do it intentionally.
You do not need to apologize, Miss Chandler. Besides, I was never disappointed. How can there be disappointment when there was no hope to begin with?
May all the innocent victims of the flood find peace and joy in another world.
Young mistress, look, your lantern and Prince of Gaoyang's lantern have stuck together. They are even drifting very far. Let's go take a look. Prince of Nanan. Has your highness found a lantern to your liking? Would this one I am holding suit your tastes?
Turns out to be Miss Chang Ru.
Your highness remembers me.
You spoke boldly in defense of Wei Young in front of Crown Princess Consort. That left a deep impression.
So he remembers me because of that.
What is the matter, Miss Chang Ru?
Your highness, this lantern.
Thank you for your good intentions, Miss Chang Ru. However, I do not believe in such things. I won't keep you from enjoying it.
Your highness, do you not remember? The Chang Ru from the past.
What is that?
What's going on? What is that?
What is it?
Young mistress.
Is it a person? What is going on?
How can this be?
Ziyang! It is Ziyang! Why would Ziyang be here?
Who is Ziyang?
Impossible! Why would she be here?
Mean thing, why would Ziyang commit suicide out of the blue?
It is merely a maid committing suicide. What does that have to do with Mean Feng?
How could this have happened?
Somebody, haul her up quickly.
Yes.
Why would Ziyang suddenly die?
Mean thing, Ziyang is your concubine. She took her life. Would that really be none of your concern?
A concubine before he has a wife?
The Prime Minister's young master is so preposterous.
Exactly.
Wei Young, you must be confused.
Ziyang is a maid. How could she be a concubine?
But she was carrying Mean Thing's child.
He impregnated a servant before being married.
How disgraceful. Who knew he'd do such an embarrassing thing?
This nice banquet has been spoiled by this uncivilized girl.
Drag her away!
Yes?
Look! Her arms are covered with wounds.
How pitiful. She must have been abused. That is so pitiful.
This girl already belonged to young master. This matter should be handled by young master. But this way may be a bit.
Mean thing, even if she's your concubine, you can't treat her like this.
You dare speak? If you dare be rude to her ladyship, you will not be let off lightly.
Prime Minister Li's family sure is interesting.
Take her away quickly.
Ziyang's soul is present. Do you dare swear by these lanterns-bearing prayers that you are not involved with Ziyang's death?
What involvement would I have in a maid's death?
What is that?
Goodness, there must be more to this matter.
He most certainly must be involved in that girl's death. He has completely disgraced the Prime Minister.
Young mistress, everything is ready. Saltpeter has been placed in the candles. After the candles have melted, the lanterns will spark, creating steam. Ziyang died such a tragic death.
I will reveal Li Mean Feng's true character in public and avenge Ziyang. Li Mean Feng, you have committed countless sins. This will count for both old and recent scores.
Why is it that I am clearly mad at you, but when I see someone bullying you, I can't control myself from protecting you? How can one glance from you banish my low spirits?
Your Highness. Your Highness, why are you staying up?
Chengda, is there a woman you like?
Why would you ask this, Your Highness? No?
Then have you ever liked anyone? Or been liked by anyone?
No?
Then in regards to love between a man and woman.
I have no such experience yet.
Then how dare you tell me your wild guesses at a woman's thoughts? You nearly ruined me.
Who did I ruin?
What is he talking about?
Prime Minister Li, what a son you have.
Your Majesty.
In public affairs, his overambition endangered the flood victims. In private affairs, he was ruthless and cruel, actually abusing his pregnant concubine. Everyone in Ping City knows this now.
I know my crime. I failed to be a good father. Please punish me, Your Majesty.
And you too. You recommended him to me. How will you explain yourself?
Father, I beg your forgiveness.
As of today, Li Minfeng is to be exiled. Without my decree, he is never to step foot into Ping City again.
I previously recommended Li Minfeng to father as a big favor to Prime Minister Li, and to gain a helping hand for myself. Who knew this would happen?
Originally, a dead maid would not have been a big deal, but unfortunately, it was made known to so many people. However, I do not understand. Young Master Li is not a careless person. How could he have let this matter get so out of hand?
He was set up. He must never have thought he would fall by a woman's hand.
Your Highness means to say...
Some women are like a pearl coated with dust. At first glance, they seem unremarkable. But if you slowly observe and study, you will find that she is actually magnificent and unique.
I understand even less now. Which woman is it?
She's able to think of a solution nobody else could think of. She's able to gain father's admiration. She's able to strike down the one in her path.
Your Highness speaks of Lady of District Anping. Although her ladyship has been well favored as of late, she does not have any backing. Her ladyship title is just in name only.
Compared to Li Changle, who has the Qiyun family's backing, she is not worth mentioning.
How could Prime Minister Li possibly allow Li Changle to marry me, a prince with absolutely no power? However, Li Weiyang is a different matter.
Young Master! Young Master! Young Master, run quickly! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Young Master.
Seize him! All of you, get out! Move! Get out! Take him away!
Thing! What are you doing?
By imperial decree, Li Minfeng is to be exiled immediately. Without an imperial decree, he is never to step foot into Ping City again.
Mother, have Father beg His Majesty's forgiveness.
Thing!
Ask Father to beg His Majesty for forgiveness.
Thing! Thing!
Young mistress, Li Minfeng has been taken away.
He killed Ziyang so cruelly. This is what he deserves.
Even so, the pain Ziyang suffered
Can never be erased.
in my next life, even if I am a slave. I must make amends to young mistress. Young mistress, can you forgive me? I don't blame you.
Restore your health first.
Ziyang, the murderer, has received his just punishment. May he rest in peace. We shall be sisters again in our next lives.
Intercept the government vehicle.
I only want Li Minfeng.
Attack!
Mercy, warrior. I'll give you whatever you want. I'm the Prime Minister's son, born to the Qiyun clan's first daughter. My family is wealthy. I'll give all you want to you. Mercy, warrior, mercy.
Li Minfeng, you used despicable means to frame my great Liang. Today, I will use your blood to sacrifice to great Liang's thousands of lost souls.
It wasn't me. It really wasn't me. They were killed by Qi Yunnan. My mother applied the poison.
You can kill them. It has nothing to do with me.
What? Qi Yunru applied the poison to the Sky Lanterns.
Northern Liang Princess. Didn't you already die?
You shameless lowlife. You would even betray your own mother. Today, I shall enforce justice on behalf of heaven and put an end to you. Master! Go beg His Majesty for forgiveness again. Minfeng was raised in luxury. Sending him off to exile is as good as taking his life.
He can only blame himself. He was just removed from his post. He should have reflected on it. Instead, he created this mess. He caused such a big scandal that even His Majesty knew about it. That vile spawn. He has completely disgraced me.
Father, Minfeng only wanted to.
And you? Do you think I don't know what you have done behind my back?
Master! Feng is your only son. Would you just watch as he heads toward his death?
What could I do? He is my only son. Would I want him dead? The imperial decree has been issued. Am I to defy it, he would not be the only one facing death, but the entire Li family would as well.
The Li family fears death.
My Qiyun family does not. I will bring Feng back.
Have you gone crazy?
You, Li Wei Young. It is you. You ruined my son's reputation. You intentionally infuriated His Majesty. You caused his exile. Give me back my Feng.
Andrew!
Give me back my son.
Master! Bad news. Young Master.
What about him?
Young Master was killed while on his way.
What did you say? Killed? He's dead? Feng! Feng!
Madam! Madam! Grandmother, father. I use Great Liang's custom to deliver my sentiments of longing for you. Your killer, Li Minfeng, has received the punishment he deserves. However, the death of our enemy does not bring me happiness. Because I really miss you. Father, I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Xin Mei.
Father, grandmother. Have you come to see me?
Li Minfeng was killed on the road. Who did it?
Wei Yang.
Was Ziyang's incident your doing?
That's correct. He brought all this upon himself. Ziyang was abused and killed by Li Minfeng. I had to seek justice for Ziyang and for myself. I also hope Ziyang can rest in peace.
But this won't be able to be kept secret from Aunt Ru for long. She may already suspect you. Aunt Ru is vicious. I'm afraid.
From the start, they have been intent on sending me to my death. When have they ever been merciful?
Don't worry. You have me. I won't let off anybody. Who dares to harm you?
The feeling of having a cousin's protection sure feels nice.
Oh, right.
This is for you. It is a present.
In congratulation of your appointment as Lady of District Anping.
You made this yourself.
Don't laugh at it. It was carved in your image.
Can't you say something nice?
What? You don't like it? Return it to me.
Who takes back a gift that has already been given out already? But I really haven't received a present in a long time. Thank you, Mainda. I really like it.
That's good.